whispers gather. Conservative minds debate the future. From tax cuts to border walls, strategies clash like a political rally. Frustration brews in the chambers. As always, meet new challenges. Dissenting voices rise up, seeking unity, but finding divides. We stand strong, we stand tall. In this party, our spirit will not fall. Though the path is rocky and long, we march forward with hearts full of song.
All right.
Balls and Wieners, Rebel Republic. I'm your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. And with me, as always, the voice of reason himself. Finally back. We have the crew together. Frank Cristiano.
What did I just listen to?
That was his Rebel Republic music.
Did it change?
No. I just turned the volume down so it wasn't blasting.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't echoing.
I thought I was deaf.
No, you didn't go deaf. You didn't go deaf. And then Coach Schumann, who is saying yes to greatness every day and every night. And he looks spectacular with his new face guard, the spit guard. And he got a high-tech microphone because of all the viewers he has on TikTok. And he's just a social media influencer. And that's what you get when you're as big as Dave.
I got it for free on Temu.
I know. Temu, the greatest scam of all when it comes from China. You get all the best things from China. I wanted to let you know this, Dave, because again, I was in a car ride with my father on the ride up here. There was a case in Florida where an attorney submitted a brief using AI. And the brief contained fictional case law, fictional information, and she was admonished by the judge and eventually thrown off the case. And Turtle Boy didn't cover it, but another podcaster I listened to covered it. And they're talking about, again, the dangers of AI. And I was explaining how because he asked about the song that you made, and he couldn't believe that it wasn't a real person that sings the Husky Huddle song or the Rebel Republic song. He's like, that's not a real person. I'm like, no, that's not a real person. He's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Like, if it's getting into law, do you think that AI is going to eventually like do surgeries?
Well, it already does. Robots do surgery now.
Well, they do, but people manipulate and operate them. But like, if you say, Johnny Q, go do an appendectomy, and it'll go
Eventually,
in with
yes.
the
Eventually, yeah.
Because it learns on its own, correct?
The only difference now, like when these robots do knee surgery, when it's a surgeon guides it. At some point in the future,
exactly, yes.
At some point in the future, it will be smart enough to guide itself.
I mean, it needs inputted information.
Yeah,
it's not like
they're going to mix up on it.
They're not going to let the robot. Hey, you know what? Why don't we let the robot freelance for a little while on these surgeries as they gut humans like fish?
It has to
figure out where to put the scalpel and the suction.
Well, yeah,
No, I just thought that was
eventually
amazing.
we'll get fed. It's doing surgery is an instruction manual, right? So basically, follow these steps, and
You
if
can
this
follow
happens,
the step by step. Do it.
Eventually, you'll have all the if-then statements in there, and you'll have all the, and eventually it'll. I mean, there's self-driving cars, aren't there?
Yeah, but you need human supervision throughout whatever it's doing, because bottom line, all right, the robot's doing a surgery, and let's say I go in a
I
cardiac
agree.
arrest.
You do need human supervision, but you won't need. Let's say you may not need. You may have the surgeon in there, but you may not need like
the anesthesiologist. like it can
But no,
monitor
you'll
the.
need an anesthesiologist. You won't need like 10 aides in there with you.
Right.
That's what
You'll be able, because you'll be able to,
is-
to stop. You'll need one nurse. You'll have another person to the doctor that makes sure it's being done correctly, and then he's going to be the one that's problem solving if something's going wrong. Like if he's doing it, and he's saying, "Hey, AI,
Yeah.
you're thinking about this instead of this," you know.
Guys bleeding
Sure.
out.
But I mean, is it
The person is bleeding profusely.
is
'cause
it
they
going to
cut his
make life?
throat.
Is it making life more efficient and productive, or is it going to doing more damage than good?
Well, in the short run, it's probably going to end up being more good than damage. In the long run, it's probably going to end up doing more damage than
It's going to
good.
be Terminator and take over the world. We're going
Well,
to have
why will
humans
it
versus robots.
eventually, if it gets so good, it won't need a lot of us. It'll need some of us, but it won't need a lot of us. Look, I think
So will
I'll put an example. What there are AI videos, YouTube videos that I think are decent, but I know it's AI. But they give me good information. They give me decent information. Nowhere near as good as podcasts like this, where you have personalities involved. So
Oh,
the great
I
question
wonder what an
is
AI podcast would sound like.
creativity. Well, I think you might human interaction will always be a thing.
Right.
They
No,
may
I
end up being
get
more
that.
AI may end up being more creative than us.
Well, and it doesn't need a paycheck every week. That's my point.
Steve, why are you gay?
What does sexuality have to do with anything?
Well, that's just-
And I'm
this
non-binary.
is-
I'm not gay.
This is just what I would assume.
non-binary.
How AI would entertain the public.
I'm non-binary.
These liberals are so funny.
Steve, I looked at who
I'm
you
not-
hang
I'm
out with,
non-binary.
and I assessed you must be a gay male.
You're
You think
a
that's
gay
funny?
male.
You know, it's been a few weeks since you two have been together, and it's taken 7 minutes, and we're starting.
Right.
So we're on a roll. That's great.
Stephen, why does your Google search include glory hole?
Listen, I would love the experience of a glory hole.
You would.
Of course.
Just
Dennis Rodman wrote about it in his book.
drive down to West Utica. There's tons of places you
Steve-
can hook up over there.
Steve,
Dennis
you've typed
Rodman
in the Google a thousand times. Steve has typed in the Google doll with holes.
Dennis
Why-
Rodman wrote in his
Why
book
are you asking for
that
dolls with holes?
if you're blindfolded,
Yeah.
you cannot tell. And
American
if you're
Pie.
blindfolded standing up,
Uh-huh.
he did a sociological experiment.
Sure he did.
You cannot tell if you're getting a BJ from a man or a woman.
Right. And usually,
And that's what he said.
usually
He
in sexual
said that?
intercourse, you don't blindfold yourself. Unless you're sadomasochist.
Well, no, it was the point of showing that it's the feeling
Yeah.
that is
I'm
what
sure there are
Yeah,
tons
it
of guys
works.
that probably suck
that's
much better than women.
Oh, you think they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because a guy, number one, homosexuals are 13% of the population.
That's it.
That's it in this country. 13% of the population. Okay. Number two, so that cuts it in half. So there's got to be 6.5% gay men in the country.
6.5.
Yeah, right. Okay, 6.5% of all males have to be homosexual. So now, out of that, you got to be lucky to find a guy who wants to be with you, right? Because your pickings are slim.
Oh, you got a really small talent pool.
Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
they are happy to exchange fellatio with someone because hey, this may be the only time they get to get in for a while.
So you're saying
Women don't find it that way. Women
No,
find it
no.
a chore. They find it.
well, yeah,
they find
it's work.
it dehumanizing.
It's work.
They find it
find
insulting.
dehumanizing.
They
Yeah.
find it misogynistic.
Misogynistic.
Right.
Yes.
It's dehumanizing to have to do that.
So, but it's not to do it to them.
It's a job.
It's a job.
It's a
Okay.
job that gets paid.
Well, you don't always get paid for
Sure
it.
you do.
You do it out of the goodness of your
No,
heart.
you don't. If you're a woman, no, you don't.
You're saying that a woman doesn't just give a BJ because she wants to.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
She's doing it for something in return.
Absolutely.
Oh,
A setup,
I don't agree with
a
that.
setup in life. Absolutely.
You're saying that everyone is given with the expectation of
Absolutely.
something in return.
Absolutely.
That's impossible.
100%.
Dave, that's impossible. You can't. There's women out there, they can't perform fellatio with the expectation of getting something in return every single time.
It's a long no, not every single. It's a long-term commitment
It's a long
to
term
get the end result.
So
Because once they have the end result, then
they
don't
got
have
you.
to. They don't
Then they
have
got you. They don't have to
anymore.
do anything.
to do it anymore.
They put their work in, whether
Right.
it's a year, a few years,
Birthday parties, Christmas.
and then there's no
That's
more.
it.
There's no more
That's
business.
Right.
And it just ends for all of us.
So it's dehumanizing them.
It's okay. I didn't know it was dehumanizing. I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was dehumanizing.
Well, listen.
What's
give me a guy
dehumanizing?
To shove a set of balls in your. See how you
Oh.
like it.
What would you?
For women, that's how they look at it. It's dehumanizing.
Yeah, like I don't think
It's a job. They don't choose to do that.
Listen, I do think it's dehumanizing, and that's
You
why
do? Why?
yes,
Why?
I have said this story many times.
Yeah.
That is the one reason I could never have a daughter, because whether she was a baby,
Yeah.
5 years old in pigtails,
Sure.
12 years old, all the things in the back of my mind, the one thing that would drive me crazy would be thinking at some point in my beautiful, lovely, smart daughter's life,
Yeah.
who has a bright future,
Sure.
she's going to have a cock in her mouth.
Absolutely.
And that would drive me insane, because I don't want that. Like, having sex is different. Having sex, I'm okay with,
What if
but
she shoves her
it's
crotch in a guy's
degrading.
face?
It's
What
degrading.
if she shoves her crotch in a guy's face? That's okay.
That's good for her. I'm happy for her to do that.
But it's a two-way street.
I'm biased because it's my daughter.
You're thinking.
I can be biased.
You
It's my
are
daughter.
gay. You are gay because you're
I'm
thinking
not
like a woman.
gay. I'm
You're
not
thinking
thinking like a woman.
You're thinking like a woman.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's hard for dads. I would agree with that. I think it's hard for dads to come to think the fact that at some point some guy is going to be
Yeah.
but you should probably choose
they
not
bring their boyfriend home for the first time.
You want
Yeah.
to see them be happy in life.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
No, then that changes the whole conversation. Then.
No,
Sorry,
no,
brought
I'm
that
just
up.
saying, like, if I was a dad and my daughter brought their boyfriend home from college for the first time, the first thought that would go through my head would be, wow,
He's pounding the piss out of her.
his cock has been in her. No, I'm not. I'm fine with the pounding the piss.
Really?
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
So a chance of her getting pregnant and ruining the rest of her life.
It's not going to ruin.
You're okay.
It's not going to ruin.
It's not going to ruin the rest of her life?
No, we'll get through it.
Huh.
We'll get through
Let's
it
see.
together. Family.
Let's see the scenario. She's in college, a sophomore. All of a sudden, she's
I
pregnant.
will support the baby.
Who cares about the baby?
I will rear the child.
Baby. The child is the last thing that should be on the priority list.
It is.
Number one, yeah, absolutely. Number one, you have a daughter who you were paying to go to school to get an education to further progress in life.
That's not going to
It's
stop.
going to stop.
No, it's not.
Oh, she's going to school and she's pregnant.
I'm gonna. Oh, when she's pregnant, she'll go to school, and then Dave, I'm gonna watch the kid after it's born.
You're just going to give up your job.
Well,
you have no job now. I understand.
I have a very lucrative job. And yeah, I have a
playpen over here on the side by the.
I have a documentary coming out,
right,
where I procure drugs on your thing.
Sure, I saw that. It was fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that I would support my daughter going to school. She's not going to stop going to school.
She will. She has to take care of this child.
So you're saying that pregnant women can't go to college?
I'm saying it's a much more difficult and lengthier path, and it's much more mentally disruptive.
Mentally disruptive.
Absolutely. You're tearing that young woman up by. She has to watch that child. That is her child. That's her responsibility.
You're talking about after birth.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. You're talking about after birth. No, that's different.
That's
different.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk
Sorry,
politics
Dave.
today?
I know this isn't political.
No.
Yes. Yeah. I wanted to get your thoughts about the Texas situation. They finally got the liberal legislators back, and they got the vote done. and it finally happened, despite all the crying and pleading and the incident that they caused. What are your thoughts that Trump got his 5 seats? The Democrats came back kicking and screaming after Obama called them inspiring, and they were fighting and sticking up for their rights. Guess what? You know what they stuck up for? Diddly shit.
The bottom line is that there was nothing they were going to be able to do. So the Republicans are getting their
Exactly.
way.
So why fight it in the first
He
place?
should have gone to jail.
Democrats
jail.
did that.
Or
Did stuff like that when they were in power, and they do that all the time when they're in power.
yeah,
So suck it. You know, I mean, when the Republicans are in power, you just got to deal with it. That's how the world is.
no,
Period.
exactly. And that's what we talked about. We talked about that today when we did our story on Jesse James.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Jesse James?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 That's the guy who did the motorbikes, isn't it?
No, that's you're thinking Evil Knievel.
No, the mechanic.
Jesse
He
James
married
no,
porn star.
no. What? Do you
Jesse
think?
James, yeah.
Are you thinking Ron Jeremy?
No, they had the rally show.
No,
He had like the choppers. He built the choppers.
you're thinking of that guy with the mustache.
I don't know if he had a mustache. I don't think he had.
Dave, do you realize Frank has no idea who Jesse James is?
So Jesse James is your around.
Okay, who is he?
American outlaw.
Yeah, he's American.
1800s.
Yeah.
Yeah, trains, kill
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, he did. And he believed that losing the slavery hurt his farm.
Of course.
So, and there were so many restrictions put on the Confederates.
Yeah.
Is this necessary? You're going to Billy again? He is a hero.
Whatever happened to Billy? Whatever happened to Billy?
He is a hero. He texts
He's
me now and then.
He's waiting for the lake to freeze up so he
waiting.
can take the jet skis over the lake again.
No, he's meeting with Tom Cruise about his movie deal.
What, Tom's going to play it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm kidding.
That'd be awesome.
I'm kidding.
That'd be inspiring if Tom played it.
How long are we putting away these
guy-
criminals? Well, for cigarettes, a week.
Well,
If gave him citations,
if you had Buckley as your agent, would you be expecting a deal imminent from Hollywood?
I mean, I don't know about his connections. I mean, I'm assuming he'd be working hard at trying to get some kind of a deal.
Right, but has Buckley represented known celebrities before?
Not that I know of.
No. So
Yeah, so the road
Somewhat.
is long and hard, you're saying?
I'm saying it's non-existent. I don't.
We never could look at that. He's got 2 books.
He does. But have you read the 2 books?
Yes.
Okay.
Not cover to cover, but I did look through the parts.
What was your impression
Well,
on the scale of 1 to 10 on his writing?
Well, the writing wasn't bad. It was kind of how the interviews went here. I sort of followed along in the book.
And it was a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
And Dave, did you happen to look at any of his books?
Who's that?
Billy.
No.
Did you look at any of his books?
No.
No, it didn't really interest you.
They have them in Braille, Dave, if you need it.
No, I was just curious.
Now it's
because-
in Braille. I'll be sure to pick up a copy.
Everything will be nice and smooth.
No,
Nice
it
and
was crazy. It was crazy. I wanted to get your opinion, Dave, because the peace talks, and I actually had a few messages about this. Peace talks have ramped up between Russia and Ukraine, and Zelensky and Putin. People think that Trump is filleting Putin and just giving him too much. Do you think that Trump is conceding too much to Putin to try and get this deal done?
I don't know what he offered. What did he offer?
I don't know what he
There's
offered.
nothing concrete that
There was on a hot mic that
they're
he said some things.
they're going through different stages of if there's going to be territory given up, territory taken. Are there going to be defense? Are there going to be like NATO troops right on the western border, which is the most occupied and dangerous side of this war right now? Will the U.S. provide ground troops? Trump just said no on that. He says we're not going to give ground troops. He may give air support. He loves that to do too. We're not going to do any ground troops. What's going to happen in prisoner exchange? What kind of guarantees are there going to be afterwards about non-aggression?
Non-aggression.
So there's a lot of angles that have to be ironed out here. Here's the whole crux of the problem with me is that at least the guy is trying.
Yes, he's working at it.
It's not like this guy does not want to end wars. I mean, he wants to see peace.
I agree.
He's definitely not a warmonger. He's not someone that enjoys seeing death. He's been involved in several treaties right now with different smaller nations that have been at war for years. So bottom line, give the guy credit. At least he's trying. Take the two sides, compare what you had in the guy that slept in the office and just poured money.
He had ice cream.
He just poured money into the problem. And a guy who actually is flying around the world, has invited, you know what? Putin is the aggressor. But if you don't throw somebody a bone in the beginning, why would this guy come and even talk?
To the table. Yeah, you have to get to the table.
What does he care? He's almost, if the numbers are correct, they said the Soviets had almost lost 1 million men.
They have.
Can this be true?
Ukraine will not back down.
I'm not saying they're back down, but 1 million men in an age of technology war, they've lost 1 million men.
Well, I mean, it's been a lot more bomb attacks, aerial assaults.
I can't believe
it's not like
those numbers
foot
are
shoulders.
insane. Those numbers are insane.
So
1 million. I mean, what is this? This is the highest death toll count warring side in Europe
since World War II. Really?
Since World War II.
Oh, I didn't know.
Steve, 1 million men on one side. That's insane.
Well, I thought Russia had a high population.
Whatever their population is, 1 million.
Dave, is there any way you can fact check that? Because I'd like to know if 1 million Russians have died in the war.
I don't know. I thought it was like 400,000. But even 400,000.
That's insane. It's been going on for 3 years.
And you can't. Yeah, but you can't. It's number one. This is just like the Israeli-Gaza conflict. You can't trust any numbers from any side.
Right.
Because
they control the narrative.
Exactly. No one's spewing the correct numbers. You'll never know how many have perished. You'll never know how many are wounded. You won't know.
The British said 1 million.
What
they did?
The British Ministry of Defense estimates 1 million have been killed.
1 million.
Wow.
1 million casualties. 250,000 killed.
Okay. 250,000 dead and then 750,000 wounded. Okay.
So that right there should send up red flags
and that's just on one side, right? That's just on the Russian side.
Ukrainians have had. The Ukrainians claim that they've had. What does it say here?
6.
No, I mean it's been 3 years. You have to average,
but I mean,
50,000 a year. That makes sense.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but Putin does what Putin wants.
But so
if Putin wants to come in here,
but again, go back to my point. What's that?
Ukraine military casualties are around 400,000, between 60 and 100,000 dead.
Wow. So they have much more. Okay. So it was 400.
Russia has much more death.
Yes,
but I mean that's almost 500,000 people in the 2.5 years.
I think it's insane.
It's awful.
But I think it was stupid on Putin's part to start this war.
Obviously, he's the aggressor. Obviously, that he's the main crux of the problem,
and he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. So if you don't throw a bone to this guy, and you don't bring him in to sit and talk, and you don't offer him, say, listen. Any kind of deal that happens, you're going to have to give up something.
All right, Dave, I have another suggestion. Dave, why don't we send in like SEAL Team 6 and assassinate him?
You can't get to him.
You don't think they can get to him at all? They got to Bin Laden and all that, but Russia is much different.
That doesn't happen because then you will see a war of attrition with every presidential leader of every country.
So
you can't do it then.
It would be a world war.
It would be a world war, and you would be rotating leaders every 3 months.
Wow.
But
All right.
I know Dave says he can't get to it, but I think everybody can be got to.
But I thought, Dave, also Russia has not had like legal presidential elections,
Right.
Well, yeah, legal to them.
right? They don't have elections. It's just Putin. I want to be president, so I'm president.
Win.
No, they have elections. They kill the guy, the opposition leader, and then they have the election.
That's how it operates there.
Yeah, basically. So what happened last time.
Oh, okay. So Putin, there's no limit on how much power or how much longer he's going to stay in power.
No.
I mean,
Yeah, we've heard that he's sick, but I don't see any evidence of that. I thought someone said he
I
had
don't.
cancer. There's a lot of reports coming out. I mean, realistically, within his own circles, I'm sure somebody wants to whack him.
in his own, because this is going on for so long,
It's
and the
costing-
death toll and the money.
Not even the death toll. See, even those inner circle people, they don't give a shit about that.
No, that's the
They
money.
care about money. They care about money. They're losing money. Nobody makes the only people that make money in war are the companies that produce weapons.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct.
So, I think there's a lot of people that like to see him let them try to get to him and get whacked. Now, it may be hard for them to get it on the inside to be able to whack him like that, but someone could get to him. I don't see it happening. I see some sort of deal happening within the next, let's say 30 days. It's going to take time to write this whole thing out.
But
But
it will get done.
I see something happening. I really do. I think both sides are weary and tired. It's just Putin doesn't want to look bad.
He can't come out.
Right, but I think he'll, if they throw him a bone and he gets, I forget the province or Donetsk or something like that, what it's called. If he gets that province or half of the province, or he gets something that's near that are Russian-speaking people that are in Ukraine, maybe that an area land-wise, maybe they'll just settle on that, and then they got to redraw the boundaries, and then they got to bring in peacekeepers, and then there's got to be guarantees after that. What's a guarantee? Nothing. It's people.
No, guarantee is like a guaranteed piece of shit.
But something's got to happen. It can't go on like
Yeah.
this. If you listen, all Russia needs to know is the rest of the free world is going to dump money into Ukraine as long as this conflict goes. They're going to dump money.
Hey, Dave, I had a question for you about Obama, because you love Obama so much.
Yeah, sure.
Obama has been supporting California and their mid-cycle redistricting effort as a responsible approach to what Republicans have done in Texas. So he has been tasked with drawing out the maps and helping with redistricting in California. This is the Democrats' response to everything that's going on in Texas.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on that? And
build a wall around California.
No, just California.
Build a wall around it.
Do you want to build a wall around California?
Yeah, keep the Californians out.
Oh, of the rest of the country.
Yeah.
So
I think if the redistricting would circle down south and move into Mexico, then they may get more seats. I don't see.
Why would Obama stick his nose in?
Because he's the champion of the Democratic Party. He's the only level-headed person left that people
You
believe
think he's
in.
level-headed?
People believe in him.
I agree, but you think he's level-headed?
For a Democrat, yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, he's got his liberal views. He had a way to twist things. I mean, he started basically a whole race conflict starts there.
Yeah,
but bottom line, he's still respected. He is loved in that Democratic community.
he did.
Liberals can all agree, whether they're really far left or they're center leaning. They love Barack Obama. He is the champ. He is the Ronald Reagan of the Democratic Party. And so,
Wow.
yeah, and so they're going to back him and his views and his actions no matter what. How about this? How about everything's saying, oh, Trump wants to have 3 terms. He wants to extend.
He does.
The third term.
I think he should.
Yeah, all right. Let's say he does. You know who's going to run on the Democratic side? Barack Obama. You know who's going to win? Barack Obama.
You think Obama would beat Trump in an election?
Absolutely. He's the only unifying force for the entire Democratic side of the voting cycle. They have greater numbers. They have greater numbers.
Yeah. Dave, do you agree with that Obama could beat Donald Trump in an election if it came down to it?
I really don't know. I don't care But I
You don't care.
think no, I don't care because it's not going to happen. So, but Trump,
Right.
I think Trump would have a chance
agree.
against Obama. But who knows? I mean, it's not really a relevant
And
thing.
then the other thing Frank mentioned was New Jersey and New York. He believes the gubernatorial race could end up going to the Republicans. He could see a Republican governor in Jersey. He could see a Republican governor in New York. Do you agree with that? Would Jersey ever bring a Republican in?
Well, they have. I mean, New Jersey used to be a Republican state.
It did.
Yep.
It did. You think they would go back?
There's going to be a chance because you have an influx of a lot of people from New York that were conservative that left New York City and left New York.
Yeah.
The not the city, but like the Long Island and the suburb areas around like Westchester County. So a lot of I don't know why I'm frozen, but a lot of people have left there, and I think that creates a group that's moved into Jersey that I think is more conservative. Is there enough of them? I'm not sure, but Jack Chiarelli was very close last time, very very close, and he's going to have a chance again. I just that's why in New Jersey, without going too much into it, New Jersey, the woman that they picked for the Democrat side is quote unquote more middle of the road. So to try to combat it. Yeah.
Phil Murphy's insane. He's
Murphy.
insane. I mean, the tax policies alone in that state are outrageous.
Outrageous.
And the forcible fight against the administration, against this federal administration, what Murphy has done as far as illegals, sanctuary cities, and protecting illegals, I think he's gone above and beyond at forcing people to dislike him to the point where they're going to vote him out.
Well, and then the other question in New York is AOC's role, because AOC is campaigning hard for our friend Mamdani.
Yeah.
And Mamdani is looking like, I know you said that everyone has been against him, and
The New York City media, most of the New York City media is against him.
But he still seems to have the support needed to run away with this election.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be close.
No, I do. I think it's.
You think it's going to be close?
I still don't think he's going to win.
You don't think you think that Cuomo is going to win?
I think it's a rug pull right as the election happens. I really think
a rug pull.
Yeah. I think people are
like a tug of war rug.
No, like you're standing on victory. Everyone is for you, and then all of a sudden they pull the rug out from underneath your feet and you fall.
Right.
That's what happened to Mamdani. I see the buildup of deception that his supporters are throwing out there as far as him being a justice warrior, for the average person.
Warrior, yes, and his rent controlled apartment.
That's what I'm saying. Now a lot of the truths are coming out. A lot of the family issues are coming out. A lot of the former speeches that he had given against law enforcement, against conservative people, against
his Twitter posts,
against religious groups. Yeah. You're right. A lot of that stuff is out now. So people have a little more material to actually make a decision on him. The youth will vote for him no matter what.
Yeah, because
the youth is tired.
They're dumb.
They're disappointed. They're disillusioned. They're tired.
Yes,
and they would vote for Giraffe. Okay, as long as the Giraffe promised them.
You're saying the educated youth would vote for a Giraffe.
They would vote for a Giraffe. They would vote for a farm animal as long as the farm animal would promise them a more affordable cost of living for their life where they are in the city.
Yes,
they would vote for anything.
Yes,
but I don't think that's going to happen. I think a lot of the saner heads are going to come out,
prevail,
which did not come out before. And I think that'll.
So you think there'll be a higher vote turnout?
I think a much higher vote turnout.
Dave, do you think there'll be a higher vote turnout for the mayor race in New York City?
I think there will be a decent this race, I think it'll be a decent turnout. There's never a great turnout, but there'll be a better turnout. I think it is a little more polarizing. I think you do have a lot of candidates running that are interesting and have interesting backgrounds, and then you got Mandami, who is a lunatic, and he's consolidating support on the left. So I think people are going to come out. I don't know what's going to happen. My gut tells me that Mandami's going to win.
Yeah, I think he's going to run away with it. I think he's going to run away with it.
And forget about New York City because that doesn't affect the entire state.
No,
we
it
talk
doesn't.
about Kathy Hochul.
Oh well,
Kathy
I love
Hochul-
Kathy Hochul.
Kathy Hochul
she's doing a great job.
Needs to go.
No, but she's really trying
She
hard.
needs to go.
She cares.
The last thing you can say
She
that
cares.
woman's vocabulary is care.
She cares.
She doesn't care about it. The latest that the administration approved, they could have denied this. They could have frozen. It was the national grid increase.
I know.
Our utility company up here in central New York, all the
unbelievable.
way through, it's not Con Ed down the city, but I mean, a 13% increase across the board is going to cost the average residential person about $600 to $700 a year more in their gas electric bill.
It's insane.
It's costing me about $2,000 a month as a commercial user.
Well, because you have
bill.
the pizzeria.
I understand that, but even any owner. I mean, so bottom line, what angle?
That's why she's driving people out of the state.
What angle is she taking to save anybody anything?
She doesn't care.
The goal is to get money into people's pockets.
She doesn't care.
The goal is not, for me personally, the goal is not DI. The goal is not to cry about woe is me. The goal is to put money in my pocket. I need money in my pocket to pay and feed my family, to send my kids to school, to do what every other person wants to do in this country. That's why they come to this country. That's why the millions, when the gates were allowed to open up, came across this country.
Floodgates.
Right. Some of them came in to be terrorists, but most of them came in because they need a better path in life. And
the land of opportunity.
The United States can offer that. That's the one thing that this country can offer that every other country can't offer.
We did offer it.
We still do.
We still do,
It's
but
still
it's
here.
much tougher.
We still do it, and it's tougher. You're right.
It's
But bottom line, this I don't care if it's Elise Stefanik. I don't care who the hell it is that runs against Kathy Hochul, but she has to go. We need new administration in the state.
And I made a great point. If Andrew Cuomo didn't get into trouble, Hochul never had intentions on being governor.
Right.
She never would be in the position she's in now.
Right.
And that is so disturbing to me because we never would have had to deal with her.
How those green energy policies she came up with, the state came up with, how those policies, that's why National Grid's up 13%.
How about Murphy with the stupid windmills?
Yeah. Oh, well, the windmills are bad.
Yeah. They get them in Jersey, right? There's all those windmills up in Jersey.
They were doing them in Jersey.
Well, the solar energy works, I thought.
Murphy's an idiot.
Doesn't the solar energy work?
Solar energy works. You just
got
electricity. Solar energy works for light and heating if you gotta have enough heating for a mousetrap. Shack.
Think about all this AI and all these hydro plants, how much electricity they're eating up. All your crypto, how much electricity are the crypto miners eating up? I mean, bottom line, there's not enough energy to be able to provide for any of these things.
No.
And they're out there with solar panels trying to collect droplets of energy instead of burning. And you know what you need? You know what runs windmills? Coal.
Natural gas.
Coal.
Yeah.
Coal runs windmills.
Yeah.
You need coal.
We need coal miners.
You need regular energy, okay, to power up to collect all this green
alternative
shit.
energy.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm against it, but it's a small fact.
Has Tony's gone green? Would you say?
We're in the red. Forget about green. The costs are so high right now. But I'm just saying there's so much out there to be collected that I'm not against solar, but you can't change the whole freaking country around in 4 years. And look at California, the mandate. We're gonna go zero emissions by 2028.
Good luck with that.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the guy they want to vote for president?
Crazy.
the California governors who they want for president.
Is
That
that the
guy's
Newsom guy?
So
Newsom's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
moron.
I don't really like.
he is out of his gourd.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been in.
Talk about double standards and double speech. Everything he said, he never said. He said it's all in freaking tape.
It's all recorded.
I
He can't hide from it. He
I don't-
can't hide from it.
don't understand it.
No, he can't hide from it. I had several people email and ask questions
Please.
about because we were talking about the 2016 thing and the Russian collusion.
Yeah.
And for Dave and Frank, because you know, and I don't know anything. When Trump initially announced his candidacy
Yeah.
for president,
Yep.
was it considered a joke? Like people never expected him to have a snowball's chance in hell
Correct.
of winning a primary, winning anything.
Correct. Yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, it was a joke. People laughed about it
Because
They
he
didn't
had
expect
talked
it-
about running for several years
They
and
didn't
he never
expect him to
did.
even make to the primary.
Right.
They didn't expect him to make to the primary.
And he really, because people were saying he developed an organic groundswell of support
Yeah.
over the months because, and it was really because the media turned on him. Well, not turned on him. The media just hated him and it made the people like him even more. And that is what really helped gain him support. That's what people
The
had been
American
commenting and
American
saying.
public was and still is tired of politicians.
Yes,
The
100%.
American public was tired of politicians force feeding them a line of crap.
Yes,
Every 4 years, here comes the new line of crap.
yes,
So Donald Trump, whether it be a joke or he was entertaining or he was a TV star, billionaire, he was a breath of fresh air to politics in general.
yes,
Bottom line, he blew fresh air into the political landscape and the people ate it up. They loved his style, they loved his brashness, they loved the way he attacks. He's always on the attack, he's never on the defense. You know, he doesn't want and
No.
he's a billionaire. He doesn't need their money.
No,
doesn't
he
need the
never
government.
needed the
He doesn't
job.
need the $400,000 paycheck that you're going to get from being president of the United States. It's garbage to him. He'll donate it to anybody. Bottom line, he wanted to change the direction of the country because being a former Democrat, he had seen the path that had been taken over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Dave, we
Yeah.
had talked about crime in DC, and DC was this beautiful city. Someone wrote in crime line, the bottom line crime was how to control the streets that weren't safe in DC, and the mayor was doing absolutely nothing about it. You can throw all the stats you want around. It's just a way to avoid the issue. Do you believe in that? That, you know, they were just throwing stats around? Because we were talking about, Frank said there was an investigation and they were juking the numbers to make it look like crime was down in DC.
Well,
That's
DC,
right for me.
Yeah.
what's that?
Do you believe that? Because Frank had mentioned that the mayor was juking the stats.
It wasn't
in
the
DC,
mayor. It was one of the
police
one of the policemen, one of the higher ups in the police department
right,
was changing the numbers.
right, to make
So
it look,
and then it's not just that reporter catching that one guy or coming out. The head of the union for the police department in DC
it was the
said
head
yes.
of the union.
Head of the
DC is
union
dangerous.
backed that thing up.
It always has a certain amount of that, but it's been out of control. Trump's going to clean it up. He said he's going to clean it up. Posted videos on it. I like that Trump painted the wall black. So
Makes
it's
it
too hot.
hotter. Makes it hotter. No, but you got to realize something. When the president of the police union in DC comes out and says, "We know the numbers have been rigged. We know that the reports are not there of the violent crimes. We know people are getting released early.
Right,
They
absolutely.
know these numbers. You have reporters, national news reporters in the city of DC who live there and can't directly go on their sites and say, yes, you know, the president's right, but have told people in confidentiality, yeah, you know what? I'm glad Trump is doing this. We need this. We need more safety in the city. There are beautiful parts of the city where nothing happens. And there's crappy parts of the
But
city where a
yeah.
lot happens. And a lot is getting
Yep.
closer to the capital. And your capital shouldn't look like dog shit.
No,
So
no.
I'm listen, I'm a Redskin fan. I've been to DC. I love Georgetown.
Georgetown's
There's
great.
certain areas. Yeah, there are certain areas that are very nice, upscale. They keep the trash out. There are many parts that are disgusting, have a homeless problem. And listen, I sympathize with the homeless. What are you going to do with them? I don't know what you do with them. You got to offer them something, build them something, settle them somewhere. But bottom line, you can't just pitch a tent in the middle of
I lived
1600.
in I lived in Northern Virginia when I first got out of college. This was 98 when I got out of grad school.
Yeah.
And
What was there
there were
homeless?
certain sections of Washington, D.C. that were really dangerous, but there were a lot of great areas around Washington, D.C. I used to have a great time going in there. And I think what's changed is that some of those really nice areas have been infiltrated, and there's a lot of crime, and there's a lot of issues with crime with teenagers. The teenage thing is like a strange phenomenon with the crimes being committed at such a high level in some of these inner city areas with the teenagers.
So they had nothing better to do.
Well, maybe. I mean, but yeah, it's all goes back to the social media originally with these flash mobs, and now they've taken it to a different level where
And
they're
there's no
going after.
supervision at home. There's no
Yep.
supervision at home. There's no. I bet you there are few and far between two-parent households with these kids that are
Well, I mean-
causing problems.
I think just one would be good.
And it's prevalent in those communities. It's prevalent that there's no the second parent is always gone.
Yes,
And how does that help?
yes.
How does
No,
that help?
no,
Doesn't
no.
help.
The youth is lost. The youth is lost. That's
The two
100.
youths.
Two youths.
We had Tyler
Steve,
on
do you know what that
Friday,
reference
and-
is? The two youths, Steve.
Yeah, it's the movie with the little guy.
Yeah, my cousin Ben.
Yeah, My Cousin Vinny, where he's the lawyer,
Yep.
and he shows up in a tuxedo to court.
Great
And the
movie.
judge
One of the
goes,
great movies.
I know, I love it. I love it. And Marissa Tomei won a
Best Supporting
Golden
Actress.
Globe and an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Yeah. I never would have had sex with her though. I never found her super
Right.
attractive.
Right.
You wouldn't have.
No, I mean that, but I just didn't. So we were talking Friday, and Tyler made a comment about Epstein being Mossad, and I said this was blasphemy, and several people commented that this was common knowledge that Epstein was a
Who
Mossad
commented
agent.
that? Who
and-
commented?
Tyler said that Jeffrey Epstein was
He
Mossad.
may be an informant. I don't know if he was an
He
agent.
said he was Mossad, and people went nuts on TikTok commenting about this,
Yeah.
saying that this was common knowledge, and his father was Mossad, and they called me stupid for not knowing it. And you were also in disbelief when he said
I
that.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't think. I still don't. I don't think.
And Dave, you're Jewish, so you would know. I mean, is Trump Mossad?
He's born again.
Oh, that, but he was Jewish.
Yeah, I was
So I
never
was just
Jewish.
I
My
mean, your
father
nationality.
I have a Jewish parent.
Yes, nationality.
A Jew is not a nationality.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes, it is.
You're an Israeli.
Judaism.
There's a
No,
religion.
I get it. It kind of quasi is. I get it. Like some people believe it is, but only because the only reason is because. Okay, so without a quick history lesson, the only reason that there is a big thing that is also a ethnicity and a religion in the same
Correct.
token is because of the tribal intermarrying for over these years. So like Ashkenazi Jews, for the most part, if you look at their lineage, they're like
Are they from
they're
Wisconsin?
all Ashkenaz, 100%. There's no like, oh, he's 90%, like it's 100%. So that's why
Ashkenazi Jew? This is like Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
well, Ashkenazi Jews is Eastern Bloc, and then Sephardic
Oh.
is Jews that would be from like Israel. They're like Arabs.
So, do you think Epstein was Mossad?
I thought you said Trump. You just said Trump. Wait, what?
No. Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. Tyler said Jeffrey Epstein was killed because he was a Mossad agent, and Trump had him off. And Frank vehemently disagreed, and people were commenting, this is common knowledge. His father was Mossad. They're all involved. Maxwell, like they're all these Mossad agents. Because Frank was debating Tyler on the validity of having the Israelis as an ally. Tyler didn't believe Israel did anything for us. Frank said they provide us with great intel of what's going on in the Middle East.
His father, Moshe Epstein.
I don't believe any of that stuff. That stuff just sounds like
you don't believe Epstein was
tin foil, tin hat nonsense. Yes,
it got a big response.
He may have given information to Mossad agents.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're a Mossad agent, you want dirt on everybody. That way, you can always hold people accountable when you need them.
Is Mossad like being in the CIA for the United States?
I would say definitely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he wasn't like this trained killer or anything. No. He's Jeffrey Epstein.
If he's a trained killer, how did they get to him in jail?
We just had sex all the time.
Yeah, right. He was a pedophile.
Yeah, he's a pedophile. Yeah. So
here's where I have an issue with some of this stuff. Why couldn't Epstein just have been a rich pedophile?
He should have been. He took it too far.
He's a rich Mossad alien pedophile.
Now we have to make him out to be Mossad agent. Like he was like he was some sort of like in the
James
dark,
Bond?
like in the Dark Knight, like from Batman, like he was what's the
Heath Ledger.
Who was it?
No. Bane. He was Bane.
Or
He's Bane. Like he's Bane. Like he's got all these superpowers. Come on, dude. I mean, give me a break. Like it's Alex Jones shit. Like Alex Jones. I feel like Alex Jones got in a room with what's the woman? She says crazy stuff too, like over the top now all the time.
Joy Behar?
No, these are conservatives. She's black. Candace Owens.
Not Kamala?
Candace Owens. Like they now just spew like crazy conspiracy things that they compile 1 point over here and 1 point over here, and then the conclusion they're taking Z plus B and making it A, but adding in M and forgetting about N and O, and like it's just crazy. Some of the stuff is crazy.
He's Bane,
dude. He's Bane.
Bring me some more.
Bring me Tiffany, please.
Bring me
just
more.
I would like some large-breasted undereat.
Did he have sex with Giseline?
I'm sure he did.
I'm assuming he did at some point.
Yeah, he had to control her. How do you control her?
She doesn't look attractive.
She's all right. You kidding?
She looks like she's
probably been with him for like 30 years.
Like 60. She's not horrible.
After I give Mossad the information that they've asked for, I would like to sleep with a bevy of underage African Americans.
Bevy? A bevy?
A bevy.
You think that's how he spoke?
Oh, like Bane.
Oh, okay. You're imitating Bane.
Well, not very well, but I'm trying.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I mean, Tyler made that point. It shot off a firestorm. That it was common knowledge.
What do you mean a firestorm?
That's right.
People in Worcester?
People commenting that I was a moron for not believing it because I was shocked by it. Because I was like, really? Jeffrey Epstein, Mossad? And they're like, wow, are being serious right now? He's like, you're in media and you don't know this? I'm like, well, I'm not really in media. I mean, I do a podcast. And they're like, that's so stupid. Like everyone knows this. This is common knowledge. There were these all
It's just a
comments about it.
conspiracy. I mean, I'm
That-
looking. It's a conspiracy theory.
Okay, so it's like Kennedy got shot twice.
Dude,
Like there was a second gunman.
People make nonsense things to try and like
Try to
I
create
mean,
a conspiracy theory.
I heard Epstein owned the Shroud of Turin.
Dave, I want to do a conspiracy theory. Like I want to run for Congress on bringing back duels. That's my new thing because the Alexander Hamilton show did so well. I think we need to we need duels back.
was Alexander
Yeah,
Hamilton in the Mossad?
He was.
I don't think they're well, no.
Alexander Hamilton was
No, he was one of the founders of our country. No, he wasn't Mossad. And maybe
That's
Aaron
what these
Burr
people
was.
would say. They would say, you know,
I would like to defend the honor of my mistress and have a duel.
Yes, I want to.
Peg Evan Burr.
I want to have duels. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And Dave said that crime would be down if duels were legal, and they're still legal in two countries.
which countries?
Two states.
I've given
What states are
information to
illegal?
King George.
There's two states
states?
that are legal, but it's different. Washington and Louisiana. And the way it works is you can challenge someone to a duel,
Yeah,
but it's a fight, and
there ain't no dudes in
there
Washington.
has to be a
There is not
no,
two
Washington
guys.
State.
Yeah, there's not two guys with a set of balls in Washington State to square off against each other.
And a
So
cop
somebody
has to be there to stop it.
Louisiana, I can back Louisiana right now. You
Yeah.
get some good old boys in the bayou, they'd be ready to start slinging some buckshot at each other. But you're talking about the state of Washington, where Seattle and Oregon is located. No, Oregon's in Wisconsin.
Duels are legal.
There are not two men in the state of Washington with a set of nuts that would want to shoot each other.
In
No, there's no
Washington,
guns involved. There has to be
in Washington, it's called mutual combat.
Okay, sorry, but they
There are not two guys in Washington that would fight each other.
It would.
They couldn't fight each other out of a paper
Are they
bag.
No,
both trans? Are they both
seen-
trans?
Been to Washington?
Are they trans?
Yeah. Then they could have a sword fight, Dave, if they're both trans.
Yeah.
Trans.
Yeah.
Why would trans people fight each other? They love each other.
State of Washington.
No, but I think it would be great to see. And the duels are just fighting, and they have to be monitored by a police officer. So that's what I would run on.
I don't see that.
That's what I would run on.
I don't see that happening.
So we're good though with. Do you think the Trump Zelensky thing and Putin that's going to come to an end in the next 30 days?
Yeah, I think it needs about a month to hash out with it. Remember, they got to appease the European Union.
Yeah, and the
They got to
United
appease
Nations.
Putin. Zelensky can't look like a wimp.
They got to suck off Putin's
Trump's got to get a piece of the pie in this to look good. He needs his Nobel Peace Prize.
This
I miss a year ago. I missed a year ago when we watched a couple of the Worcester town hall meetings.
That wasn't a year ago. That was like 2 months ago.
Oh, it was?
That was about 6 months ago.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
6
You
months
want to watch that?
Oh, that's
Listen,
great.
Hillary Clinton pronounced in the media that if Donald Trump achieves his objective of a ceasefire and an end to this war, he would vote for him for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Wow. Well, that's
He
saying
deserve
something.
it.
She really does.
He may deserve it already. But yes,
I think he does. For what he's done for the country.
With what he's done for the rest of the world, just three different conflicts in the last 2 months. He said they've signed deals.
The
and stopped.
Rwanda one, right?
Yeah.
And did he stop? There was Israel and Hamas, or no?
No,
No.
no,
What else did he stop?
no. There was Macedonia and somebody else, I think.
Oh yeah, the one that had the 37-year war.
Yeah, they've been going from. I mean, what 37 years, two countries. What do they shoot? Pellets? I mean, come on. What kind of war is this?
On a more important note, Dave, how was practice tonight?
It was raining, pouring actually.
I know. I heard it. And you practice in it?
Yep.
And Frank likes some of your ideas, but he thinks that you should actually
I solved your
trap the
problem.
shade.
Yeah, I've solved your problem on the one tech. We'll talk after.
He thinks you should trap them. Just so you know.
I thought about that. It's not a bad idea,
That is a bad idea. We're not going to do that.
but I
We're
don't.
not gonna-
It might be
It's not
too
much
tight a
better.
space, though. Don't you think?
Yeah,
No.
we'll talk about it. We'll
Yep,
talk about
yep.
it. And Cutler went off to school. He's
Yes.
all settled in
wow.
Rochester, New York.
You are
He's probably having a garbage plate right now.
probably.
How's Bo doing?
I don't know where he is. He's not down here, but he's good.
And what time? And you said Troy's game is at 6 o'clock Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Okay.
Both teams are good, so it'll be a good game.
Yeah, you're very excited. You're excited that they scheduled this one for you. So we're very happy. We're very happy.
Good
Any
stuff.
other news that you'd like to address? We got the Texas thing and Obama involved in California and Putin and Zelensky and Trump solving that. And
No, I think we covered most of it. What we
looking,
didn't talk about I mean, we really didn't talk about Christy Noem's comments about the wall,
oh, I didn't hear this. Can you tell me?
So Trump, that's why it says Trump paints the wall black. So Trump is painting the southern border's wall black. Do you know why, Steve?
I don't.
Because in the heat,
Because
it
it'll
gets
be
so
hot
hot.
to get over.
Yep.
See, I
hot.
was smart. Yeah.
This is totally an inhumane action by this president.
People are going nuts about it.
Yep.
Are you serious?
It's inhumane. You're
Because they're painting the wall. They're mad about the color.
inhumane.
Inhumane because
It's hotter. You're making it hotter for
whatever
people to
you.
climb over.
Okay, so if you paint it blue, it's still going to be hotter.
I know that, but if you leave it the way it is right now, it's a little easier for them to get over it. Why would you make it easier for illegals to get over the wall?
I thought we don't want them here. They're taking our money and okay.
Glory hole.
Well, no, I mean, so Chris, so you're saying they got a lot of flack because she said that he's painting the wall black as more of a deterrence.
By the way, I
get
like
people-
Christy Noem.
Oh, I like her too. Yes.
What about CBS? What about the lawsuit where the CBS agreed to pay Trump $16 million
They had to, yes.
for putting out a false view
They had to.
of Biden and Kamala Harris. First, it was Kamala Harris, obviously, with that interview that was doctored up.
Yes.
But then the 2023 interview
Yes.
by Scott Pelley with Joe Biden, they said Joe Biden was almost incoherent in the meeting.
Oh, I know.
In the interview.
I know. And
they basically pulled back on that. They
He was
rearranged tape. They
it was awful.
And Scott Pelley was at what university was he at this past week? Oh crap! I hope I don't screw it up. At what university? Wake Forest. He was at Wake Forest and a lecture to the students about having honesty and integrity in reporting. How is this guy honest and with integrity after he's doctoring up? See,
he wanted to keep his job.
It's all about favoritism to who the media likes and to who you would like personally.
The media darling.
The same with the banks that used to hold Donald Trump's money in hundreds of different accounts. They dumped all of his accounts.
That's insane.
J.P. Morgan, Bank of America. I think it was Chase that took out closed up accounts, closed up Melania's account after the January 6th thing, and wouldn't give Barron a chance to open up an account there.
But don't they make money off that?
They do, but they were squeezed by the Biden administration.
Go ahead, Dave.
Go ahead, Dave. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you see the thing where the DEI hire CEO of Cracker Barrel, her first move of taking over Cracker Barrel was to decolonize it. She said,
Decolonize.
yeah, she's
That was the
removing
words
the
used?
old-fashioned country gentleman and the logo, meant to evoke nostalgia and Americana. She's just getting rid of him, and she's going to leave it Cracker Barrel.
So that must not have gone over well.
Did they change the name of the company to Cracker Hate?
They just call it Cracker.
Cracker. Hey man, we going to Cracker tonight?
What's that?
That's insane.
Isn't
No,
that
that's
insane?
like what was it? It was the Denny's or the Sandbox pictures up on the wall of the
Yes, yeah.
Southern black housekeeper. Yeah, they're cooking pancakes and gotta get rid of everybody. Land O'Lakes that took the Indian woman off the fucking butter.
Well,
Come on.
well,
Dude.
oh my God. That's what it's gonna look like now?
The white woman decolonized Cracker Barrel?
She got rid of the Cracker in Cracker Barrel.
She's gonna be fired. Wouldn't that be like taking Aunt Jemima off the maple syrup bottles? Yeah, you can't do that.
Right.
There was a movement of that. I think they got rid of Uncle Ben.
Yeah, I know they got rid of Ben. Yeah,
that was a Saturday Night Live skit.
But Trump vowed to bring back the Indians and the Redskins.
Right. Well, they're coming.
The
Redskins will be there.
Can he do that?
I don't think he'll do it directly, but the ownership says they don't want to do that right now. They want to keep it where it is and all that. But I'm telling you right now, once they see the money involved, they are going to do it.
Oh, you mean he's going to give them like a tax break or money?
Well, there's federal funds for a lot of what they do.
Oh,
he may cut off those federal funds.
Oh,
yep.
Oh, okay.
Then we could play Hail to the Redskins again.
Yeah,
it could be normal.
I can't wait for that.
All we're really doing, it's not. Here's the funny thing: people who are way to the right or in the middle, Republican or conservative, or even the conservative Democrats who have voted for this administration. All we are getting back is the same stuff that we had 10 to 12 years ago. We're not progressing. We're just getting back to normality.
We are,
instead of jumping off the deep end. We're doing the leap of faith.
We're not moving
jumping
forward.
off the deep end. No. What are we doing?
No.
What are we doing?
I want to know what Joe Biden does every day.
Sleeps.
Like, what does he sleep till? Like,
I think Joe Biden wants to know what Joe Biden does every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just curious. Does Hunter Biden still have a job?
He never had a job in the first place.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Oh, he was. He sat on the board of Burisma because he's big into oil.
He is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's the first guy I will call for information on.
Dave, I recommend, please, on Netflix, watch the documentary on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the greatest. Good. Yeah, it's hilarious how much Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson hated each other.
Yeah,
which I never knew.
Well, there's two egos in the room.
They played college ball together.
They won a national championship together.
They did,
and it's the first time ever a Super Bowl winning coach has been fired. And Barry Switzer is hilarious on there.
Right.
He is absolutely hysterical.
Barry is here the Super Bowl team. He's like, this is great. Well, usually I'm building projects.
Illegal college programs.
Yeah, usually I'm getting donors to give these players, Brian Bosworth, millions of dollars.
And Jerry
Jones. You know what he did with the Boz when he recruited him? I read the Boz's book back in the 90s as a kid. And when he came into Boz is from Texas. And he was getting all kinds of illegal money from all these different schools. But he came into the cafeteria of Boz's high school. And he said, "Where's the Boz?" And everybody
I love it.
And he was wearing a fur coat. Okay. He said, "Where's the Boz?" And Boz is like, "What?" Like, so I was like, I'm the Boz. He goes, "I know you want one of these," and it's his ring on a national championship ring on his finger. And he was just like, I couldn't believe his just Barry Switzer's bravado.
Well,
You know what I mean?
that was the downfall of the Cowboys because Jimmy Johnson was so strict and tough, and Barry was a player's coach, and he just let them do whatever the hell they want, and it was just cocaine, ecstasy, sex, drugs,
As long as you
lies,
win,
rock and
who
roll.
cares? As long as you win,
They only won one,
that's all you
and
need.
they should have won like 3 more.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
like saying the Bills should have won a couple, and they were 4 times in
Well,
Super
I
Bowl.
mean, the Bills didn't have firepower. Cowboys did.
Yeah, they were Dallas
No.
Cowboys
There was no
blew
Michael
an
Irvin.
opportunity. But
Well,
yeah,
it covers into today all the screw ups that they've had, and how he's, they're the wealthiest, they're worth the most franchise in the NFL in all of sports, I believe,
Right.
other than the Yankees. But they're worth like $10 billion, and it's just amazing to me when you watch that to see how arrogant and cocky he still is, and he's done next to nothing. But
who's that?
Jerry Jones.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's just arrogant because he's rich, and he made the Dallas Stadium and all that. He ain't winning another Super Bowl anytime soon. And he blew his chance when he had the coach of, he always wanted, and he ruined it.
There you go.
But all good things have to come to an end. So for the voice of reason, Frank Cristiano, Coach Schumann, only 72 yawns tonight. Good job.
I'm so tired. I am so
Tank-
shocked.
the tank is- the
I
tank-
hate that you're so
The
tired.
tank is empty.
I
You gotta
can't believe I
stop
even
being
made it
tired.
through. I'm so tired.
You gotta stop being tired. You gotta stop. You gotta fight it. You gotta get more sleep.
It's 11 at night.
Yeah, I know, but you're young. You're very spry.
That's glory hole time for Steve.
Steve, baby.
Yeah. So for Rebel Republic, Dave, you're the man, and I'm gonna ASMR you to sleep. Remember, Dave, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Just take 2 oranges and throw them back at life.